I've got a game here that illustrates one of the most important things that you need to know in Quantum League. A lot of new players tend to fall into this trap when they don't quite have a proper understanding of how to play the game, and I also make this same mistake in this game, and it's basically not ending the round with your clone on the point. At the end of every single loop, you always want your person to be on the point. So I start the round off by taking down that barrier, which can be a bit handy in future rounds, and I decide to go top left. I see him down there, take him down, and this is the crucial mistake that I made, is I decide to go for the health pack. You can see I just miss getting on the point there. So because neither my number one or his number one got on the point, it was sort of a useless round on both our parts, and it's going to be a little bit less pressure on each of our number threes in the final round. So I spot him going for my left health pack, and obviously he's trying to deny my number one that health pack, but I kill him, and instead again I go for the health pack instead of going straight for the point, and you can see again my number one isn't on the point, nor is my number two. Which means in this final round, he knows that it's going to be uncontested, except for my number 3, and that's all he needs to worry about. So I see him going right side, and I get some pretty good shots off on him. I can assume that he's going for that health pack, so I pre-fire, almost kill him, and I take him down shortly after. Right now, in these last few seconds, I've got nothing else to worry about. If, however, his number 1 and number 2 ended up on the point in those final moments, and I would have had to kill his number 3 like I did, but I would have also had to have taken the time to kill his number 1 and his number 2, then that would have put a lot more pressure on me to kill them both in order to not get a draw this round. And let's just go through the last round here. So once again I take out that barrier and move to the left side, see if I can spot him. Hang by my health pack, I can hear him on the other side, and then we joust in the middle. I take him down with 33 HP, and of course I end on the point, because I realised my mistake of last round and decided to rectify it this time. Number 2 comes along, I'm probably going to shoot that barrier once again, but I also know that he was going top right, so this is an easy kill for me. I can also see him getting shot to the left, so I take his health pack really quick, which is actually a little bit risky, but of course I wanted to end on the point. In the third round, of course, he can just stand by that health pack that I took, and he can deny it quite easily, which is why it's a little bit risky when you decide to go for their health pack in the earlier rounds. So I'm going top left here to take out their number 2, which will make sure that my number 2 survives at the end. And his number 3 is out in the open, and I take him down easy. And you can see my other 2 clones were here. Now, if you can imagine his number 3 killing my number 3 before I was able to kill him, he then had to deal with my number 1 and my number 2, which were both on the point. And what it is it's just about creating pressure on the opposing number 3, is so they don't just have 1 clone to worry about, they've got 3 clones to worry about, especially if you manage to keep them all alive and get them on the point. Hopefully you can see exactly why it's important to always end up on the point. So if you like my video, feel free to subscribe. I really enjoy Quantum League. I'm probably going to do a lot more of this content in the future. It's a lot of fun to do breakdowns of gameplay and talk about strategy and stuff, as the strategy in this game goes quite deep, and I'm quite excited for some of the new content that they're going to be bringing out in the future. So we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.